Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 5 US destroyer Nicholas. It has 4 main guns, 12 torpedoes, 18 AA guns, a surface detection of 6.7 kilometers, top speed 37.5 knots, total health 13,100, modules use reduced crit chance on torpedoes and propulsion, and for my commander, situational awareness, faster rate of fire, faster turret traverse, lower cooldown on torpedoes, and superintendent. I'm on the map Ocean, spawned in on the eastern side of my allies, and I'm headed forward. I have the extra charge, so I used it on speed boost to get forward. I'm hoping that with my camouflage, I'll be able to detect the enemy without being detected. But Ocean is probably the worst map in the game for US destroyers. You don't have the range on your torpedoes to ambush, and you yell your location to the enemy every time you fire your gun. Now, we don't have enemy carriers to deal with, thankfully. But this is still a very Zergy focus fire map. If you pop up close to the enemy and they all have range, they're going to fire on you. And they're just going to fill the skies with lead, and you're not going to have a chance. But destroyers are great for scouting the enemy when you don't have a carrier, obviously. Carrier is the most ideal. But second best, destroyers. The enemy also has 3 destroyers. In fact, these are basically mirrors. 4 battleships, 5 cruisers, 3 destroyers per side. And initial thoughts, it looks like they want to head north from their spawn. But maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they saw the friendly destroyer that went south. They're not fully committing to this line of thought. Whoa, there's an enemy destroyer all the way at B9. Friendly destroyer just made contact. It's a Minikaze. Isokaze versus Minikaze. Minikaze has a little advantage, and I gets detected. I'm like, what? Oh, there you go. I was about to tell my allies that there's a destroyer close by, but he tells them for me. Mutsuki, Tier 6, Japanese destroyer. Now, depending on how many guns are firing at you, will tell you how many hull upgrades this guy has, whether he has the B or the C. And that'll tell you a lot about his basic damage capabilities. Now it looks like he only has 2 turrets that can be used. So that would tell me that he has upgraded torpedoes. The stock Mutsuki torpedoes are garbage. They don't even have range to outrange your detectability. So he's got 10 kilometer plus torpedoes. He's got a higher rate of fire guns, but he lacks the amount of guns that I have. US destroyer will always annihilate a Japanese destroyer if you keep them at range and you take advantage of your rate of fire. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's really dangerous on this map. You can see my ship just got annihilated, but we killed him. And that's worth the risk.
Problem solved, sir.
And we maneuver away, and now we've dropped off because he's dead. Probably a Cleveland firing at me based on the amount of rounds coming in. But we're alive, right? So, strategy worked out. And the friendly destroyer in the north killed the enemy destroyer. So now they only have 1 ship that could possibly be stealth. And we have not yet made contact with that enemy destroyer. Looks like the enemy has fully committed north, and they're balled up, so they're going to be hard to pick off one by one. But there's always a straggler that decides to separate from the friendlies, and it looks like an enemy cruiser is thinking, oh, looky there, there's the other destroyer. He is now the primary target of me, and hopefully everyone on my team. And I'm going to move in, try and get in range, and I'm going to engage him. The US destroyer, I don't provide anything really, except my ability to kill other destroyers. And that's exactly what I set out to do when I loaded in. I noticed, ocean. You know, I'm defeated the second I load in. And I see that a friendly battleship is pretty low. I'm going to try and cloak him. He's not going to take advantage of that cloak, however. And while we're doing this, we're going to go on this Isukaze. Don't really have the range of the upgraded Mutsuki torpedoes. He really can only attack me or this battleship this close. Everyone else is out of range. But I'd really love to kill this guy. I really would. I kind of feel like I don't have a place in this map. So I'm going to do everything in my power to take out any enemy that I feel like I can easily take out. And I'm taking a lot of fire. Clearly I'm far forward. The friendly battleship has died. The Isukaze tried to torpedo me unsuccessfully. And I'm obviously trying to torpedo the enemy cruiser, and he doesn't really look like he's noticing my attack path. Oh, come on, come on. Looks like 2. Yes! We get him. He reacted way too late. He just didn't have a chance at that point. And it's pretty rare to get a torpedo kill at long range or max range in the Nicholas. But we did it. And looks like most of our allies are at the enemy base. Now, if they were smart, they would capture, stay on the capture point, and force the enemy to come to them. But my allies are not smart. And I'm going to try and engage this guy. He's harassing a friendly. This is the most logical target. And I run into the border, but I'll use it to my advantage. I don't want to head anywhere near the enemy. This is as close as I want to come. And we need to land one more shot. We take out this enemy destroyer. Oh, just short. Just barely. And we compensate far, and just a little too far. Come on. Come on, Notser. Be the gun. Be the bullet. Oh, this looks good. Oh, just nicked him. He's trying so hard to live. But still killed him. Yeah. So, yeah, like, 3 kills. Most of the enemies up here harassing us. I see that the Isukaze tried a torpedo, and I'm going to maneuver. He did a wide spread, and he didn't have range, so great. And, yeah. We get this pretty much in the bag, right? Yeah. 70% on the cap? No. No. You can already see that the enemy is headed back for their cap. And we outnumber them at their cap, so what those ships should do is they should turn their guns and fire on the enemy that's retreating. And also stay in the cap. Because you keep putting pressure on the enemy to have to come, hit you, or get in the cap. I see this enemy cruiser is headed up casually. I don't have range. And he's not turning into me at all, so I decide not to fire. It's just unfortunate that the U.S. destroyers have such awful range, or I could do so much more in a game like this. And yep, 2 friendlies, already out of the cap. You can see almost a capture. So close to capping, right? Oh, yeah. They make contact, they interrupt it there. Trying to do damage to this battleship. Clearly, very dangerous. But it's pretty frustrating. A lot of games, a lot of dumb play. This is not World of Tanks. And look at this, we land 2 torpedoes, and we flood them. This is a World of Tanks. You can't dominate. You can't get back to defend the cap. The ships are just too slow in comparison to the size of the map. So, Just win the game. That's all that matters. Don't play to get the most kills. Okay? So annoying. Throwing away games that should have been your turn. So we see this enemy Mayogi. We're going to try and engage him, help our allies, maybe salvage. Because at this point, I was like, you know what? We could still win this. Naive as I was. I'm going to just fire on this guy. Rate of fire is awesome. And he is not paying attention to me at all. I'm just confirming, hey, no one's going to fire on me. I'm going to fire on this guy. Friendlies finish him off. We help do damage. Win-win, right? There's a low Cleveland in the back. We got two Wyomings. You know, it'll take them 8 years to get back to the base. The game will basically be over before they even get it back to the base. Ooh, we take a really great shot from that Wyoming. I believe he might have been using AP because he didn't damage any modules. And usually you would take module damage if you took that much damage. So unfortunately he doesn't have the right ammo type loaded to defeat me. And this ally torpedoes, oh, I just need to make sure I don't kill myself. Got 2 Clevelands and 2 Wyomings against 6. And we basically have a guy that's gone AFK. Maybe he felt like the game was already over. Because it basically was. It was within 10 seconds of being over. That's how close we were to winning if they would have just stayed in the cap. And I'm just trying to get in range of this Cleveland. Clevelands are so dangerous. Posted the video yesterday. You can carry easily. And I just want to try and take out the lowest health Cleveland. Give my team a chance, right? That's all you can do. And I tell my team, kill the Clevelands. I don't know why they're leaving one on such low health. There's a battleship. He clearly has range. And I believe the cruiser also has range. I don't know why they work through 10,000 hit points on one Cleveland and left another one to just fire. But they kill one. And now I am finally in range. And I'm going to try and fire on this guy. I'm very aware that I have 2 Wyomings right next to me. But friendlies aren't taking care of this guy. I'm going to take care of him. He's got the zebra camo. So 4% inaccuracy. But we could still take this guy out. He's on the border. And he's so far away, we have to basically aim off of the screen. You know, we are not the ideal ship to do this, but we're going to do it, since it seems like no one else wants to. And if we can land just 2 or 3 more shots, we'll take him out. And he's firing on us. Missing bad. And... oh, he's now off of the wall. So now we have to adjust our aim. Just need 1 more. Come on, take him out. He still has missed all his shots. And there we go. We kill off that enemy Cleveland. You know, sail across the map and we do that. Looks like the 2 battleships are firing on each other from our spawn, so that's great. That really helps the team. So now we have 2 Wyomings. And just wasn't meant to be, right? So we lose this game, as unbelievably as that sounds. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the Nicholas on Ocean have success. It's very rare for a US destroyer to have any success on this map. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.